Hey everybody, General Motors Jeff here from Pro Chevrolet in Sault Ste. Marie, and look what I have behind me. This is something I've been waiting a long time for us to get one in, and we finally got one. This is the 2021 Chevrolet Trailblazer, and that is in the active trim, and that's what we're gonna look at today. So here it is, finally, the 2021 Chevrolet Trailblazer has arrived. And as I mentioned, the one we're looking at right now is in what we call the active trim. The Trailblazer is going to come in a few different platforms, or a few different trim levels, I should say. You're going to start with an LS, then you have the LT, then you have the active and the RS, which are going to be kind of on the same playing field. They're just going to look a little bit different. In fact, the RS has a much deeper, like a lower grille here that you're going to see, and the RS comes with 18-inch wheels. In the active case, it's a bit more off-roady, so you're going to have a 17-inch wheel with a Hankook tire, like a sport all-terrain tire with this one. As you can tell, it's got a unique color to this one. This is called the Zeus Bronze Metallic color, and it's also made it up with that. The white on the roof and the white on the mirror caps. That is not the shipping plastic. That's actually how it looks, which I think looks pretty cool, pretty sporty. How about underneath the hood though? Underneath the hood of this thing is a 1.3 liter 3-cylinder motor. Yes, it's a 3-cylinder. It's very torquey. It's made into a 9-speed transmission, but it does have a lot of torque. In fact, well, horsepower-wise, 155, but torque, 174 foot-pound of torque. Let me put that in perspective for you. Our previous generation Equinox, not the one that we currently have, but the 2017 and prior, had 172 foot-pound of torque, and that was a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder, okay? And a heavier vehicle, larger, heavier vehicle. So all I'm getting at is this thing moves actually very, very well, and the added bonus of great fuel efficiency. Now, as far as the size of the Trailblazer itself, it's going to be coming in just a little bit bigger than the Trax, okay? So the Trax is our smallest SUV. A little bit smaller than the Equinox, the current Equinox, okay? And of course, it is smaller than its bigger brother, the Blazer, okay? So the Blazer is a bit bigger than the Equinox. The Equinox is a little bit bigger than this. But again, what you're going to find once we get inside, there's actually a decent amount of room. By the way, also with the active trim, you're going to get the LED taillights, dual exhaust at the back, LED fog lights out front. But again, let's get back to the size. So, backseat room. You'd think bigger than the Trax wouldn't have much, but look at this. It's got a decent amount of leg room. Not to mention, if we go and we drop the seat down, and we look at it from the back as well, 60-40 split, flat folding. Here's what I love. If you go back here, oh, something else you can't get on the Trax is this, power tailgate, power liftgate. You can get that on the active trim, okay? But look at that right there. Flat folding seat as mentioned, but when that's down, look how much storage there is. In fact, 54.4 cubic feet of storage the thing's got, which is a lot for a smaller SUV. Not to mention, even a little bit of room underneath here. All right, but let's keep on the storage storyline for a minute. When I close this, I want you to see something else that's really cool that I like about this unit. Check this out. Hard to do with one hand, but let me see if I can. You know what that means? Flat folding passenger seat. But guess what that means? That means 8.5 feet. 8.5 feet of storage you have in there now. So if you have something, you go to Home Depot, whatever it is, you got something longer, it'll go from the back to that front, 8.5 feet. That's a lot of storage in this little unit, right? Let's see what some other things that this has got. Of course, you have your keyless entry. We're gonna sit inside here. In the cockpit, all right? Nice steering wheel setup, of course. All your controls are on here. You got your DIC in front of you. A 7 and 8-inch color touchscreens, of course, 8-inch color touchscreen. That's what you're gonna see on the higher trim levels. Really cool thing though, I always talk about this. You have the ability to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, right? And you do in this one as well. If you get the technology package, unfortunately, this particular one doesn't have it at the moment. We now have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's right. So you're also gonna get a wireless charge port down here. You can put your phone down here, charge it, and also have wireless connection to the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is cool. So you don't need that USB connection at all right? But what's also cool about it too is you can now actually hook up 2 Bluetooth phones at the same time. So of course you could always have 7 connections, but now we can hook up 2 at the same time. This does have the ability to actually take it out of all-wheel drive, which I love, so it can save in the fuel efficiency. And it has a stop-start technology. Let's see if you can see right there, which you can turn off. So if you don't like it when it shuts off at a traffic light when you're waiting, you can turn it off. But the idea, of course, behind it is to save in fuel. What I also really like about this, let me get out and if I can show you a little bit better, is the sunroof. This one's gonna have a sunroof, but look how massive that is. It's almost the whole length of this vehicle, and it's really gonna make it feel brighter and bigger on the inside. One thing I wanna mention just quickly in closing here too about this that I love, despite everything I've already mentioned, is the safety features. A ton of standard safety features on this thing. Forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking. What else have we got? lane keep assist, lane departure warning. There's a number of different standard safety features. You're going to get that on the base trim, and then when you get it to this one, you're going to get things like rear cross traffic alert and so on, and so many different safety features that are going to keep you safe on the road today. Anyways, again, I just want to quickly go over this as I had it in. As you can tell, I'm almost running out of breath because I'm so excited. But this is the 2021 Chevrolet Trailblazer. You got to come and check it out today at Pro Chevrolet.